And I think that's the problem that Patrick Mahomes has encountered during his professional career. He hasn't had bumps in the road. He got drafted 10 overall, but he got drafted by a team that was a playoff team that moved up to get him. So what happens when you move up to get Patrick Mahomes? He's outfitted with a Tyreek Hill. He's outfitted with a Travis Kelce. At that point in time, he had a Kareem Hunt. And then they end up getting a Clyde Edwards-Helaire. They had a Damian Harris, I believe his name was, or Williams, the other running back who was good. You know what I mean? You have a respectable offensive line in his first 2 seasons there. You have an opportunistic defense with a Honey Badger and a Steve Spagnuolo calling it up. And he didn't have to struggle. Year 1, playoffs. I mean, he's on the bench, but who cares? Playoffs. His first year, MVP, AFC Championship. He's a D4 offsides penalty away from going to a Super Bowl in his first year as a starter. Year 2, not as great season, but MVP-esque, and guess what? He wins a Super Bowl. Year 3 as a starter. It's just like, oh, the Chiefs are going to win it all, and guess what? They go to the Super Bowl. They get the doors beat off of them. He gets paid. He's the $500 million man. Good for him. Not hating him for that. But what career adversity has he hit? I mean, every year as a starter, he's been in the AFC Championship, and we're calling him the GOAT. We're crowding him. We're saying nobody. I mean, he's the only person who might catch Tom Brady because look at what he's doing so early. Remember what Aaron Rodgers did early. And granted, Aaron hasn't been to as many Super Bowls. But we fell in love with Aaron early, and guess what? He only has one. Drew Brees only has one. Look how long it took Peyton to get his one, and then look how much longer it took him to get to number 2. We can't take this good for granted, and we can't just project that because you're good this year, you're going to be good next year, you're going to be good the year after that, and you're going to keep showing up. We wanted to crown the Mahomes versus Allen rivalry, the next Brady versus Manning. Well, neither one of them are in the Super Bowl because we got Joe Burrow in that Super Bowl. What if the new Brady versus Manning is the AFC North and is Burrow going against Lamar? You didn't think about that, huh? It could be the interdivision thing that Brady and Manning was supposed to have when the Colts moved from the AFC East to the AFC South. Yeah. The interdivision matchup. Yeah, what about that one? Have we thought about that? No, we haven't. Because we're just so quick to crown them. And get back to Denny Green. Let's get back to Denny Green because they are who we thought they were. But what did he say?
Thanks, Coach.
See.
They crowned their ass. But they are who we thought they were. And we let them off the hook.
If you want to crown them, you can crown them. But guess what? Everybody with a crown ain't a king. And y'all been so quick to make Patrick Mahomes the king of the NFL. Oh, the Chiefs dynasty. Dynasty where? They got 1 Super Bowl. 2 Super Bowl appearances in 4 years. That's not a dynasty. Let's stop it. If the Rams win the Super Bowl, they're the same thing. In 4 years, 2 Super Bowl appearances and 1 Super Bowl win. We're not calling them a dynasty. So I just think we need to be careful. We need to be careful. But look, this adversity that Patrick Mahomes is going through, it's great for him. It's absolutely great for him because guess what? They're going to come back this offseason and they're going to go back to the drawing board and see what they can do better. And he's going to look at his game management. Patrick is going to look at his game management. He's going to look at the throws that he missed, the bad decisions that he made, and they're going to come back better. And they're going to go on a run next year. And that's the beauty of football. But Chris Long was talking about what his dad, Howie Long, Hall of Fame defensive end, what the Raiders would talk about when he goes and talks to teams. Hey, man, don't take this for granted. Just because you're here doesn't mean you're going to be back. Dan Marino went to a Super Bowl early and never made it back. We thought he was going to win it. He never did. Aaron Rodgers won a Super Bowl early. We thought he was going to win another one. He hasn't been back. Russell Wilson went to 2 early. Guess what? He hasn't been back. My Falcons went from 28-3 in a Super Bowl to the next season in the playoffs to back-to-back top 10 picks. You can't take this stuff for granted. But they are who we thought they were. And let me tell you what, experience matters. We can't undervalue what experience provides for us. The experience that Joe Burrow had in overcoming adversity, that matters. The experience that Patrick Mahomes is having, that's going to matter. The experience that Bill Belichick has as the best coach in the NFL, it matters. The experience that Andy Reid has to be able to call plays, to understand all the different situations that he's been in, and to be able to go back to, oh, I remember in Philly we did this and it worked. Oh, I remember back when I was in Green Bay under Holmgren we did this and it worked. Yeah, going back to all of that stuff matters. Why do you think Kyle Shanahan is in lockstep with his dad in the way he runs his team? Because Mike's experience matters.